Welcome back to Bonjour Sports Talk live on Prime Video and on AMP. We are thrilled now to be joined by a very special guest on this Monday morning from the Pro Pickleball Association, PPA Pickleball's very own Julie Johnson joining the show. She's a senior pro pickleball player. She's got 2 pro pickleball playing kids, a pickleball family as the sport is sweeping the nation. Julie, thanks so much for waking up with us this morning.
Yes, good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I've got to ask, how did you get into pickleball in the first place? What do you love about this sport?
Well, actually, we moved to Florida about 5.5 years ago from Kansas, and I was so excited because I thought I'm going to get to play tennis every day. That's what I love to do. And one day I was down looking for people to play tennis with. I was new, and I saw this massive group of people at the Delray Beach Tennis Center, and they were all back there. And I went back and talked to them, and they just included me right away. I had played a little bit before, but they were really inclusive, and I could go there for an hour. I could go for 4 hours, whatever I had time for. And so that's kind of how I got started.
Julie, I am fascinated with the sport. I see it everywhere, and when you take a look at this sport specifically, it's so brand new. What's the #1 question you get asked about it?
The name. Why is it called pickleball? And also, people ask a lot, like, how did the whole family get into it? What's so great about it? People have a lot of questions about anything called pickleball.
So what's really next for this sport? Like, I mean, it's starting to get a lot of traction, it's starting to get a lot of people. What is it going to take for this sport to really let people understand and see the beauty of pickleball?
Yeah, so first of all, we're going to have to get more international. My children especially really hope we make the Olympics. I think they're working to have it as a kind of a spectator sport in the 2028 in LA. And also, we're going to have to get more viewership on television. So those are the 2 things that kind of really need to take off in order to get the sponsors even more behind it. We're doing well. It's only 2.5 years old, but it could do better. So.
Julie, first of all, I know happy belated Mother's Day. I know your kids are very big in this sport as well. Just jumping in on this one, becoming great players. What is it like having, your kids playing at such a high level as well?
Stressful. It's a lot of fun. I never saw this coming. My son was always really into tennis. And when COVID hit, it really shut tennis down, and he was going out crazy, like he wanted something to do. So he started going out to the pickleball court with me all the time. And so there's the family. We've had a great time, but my daughter was never really into it. And slowly she started playing, and now the 2 of them are playing mixed doubles together this year on the circuit. And so it's fun. It's wild. It's crazy. Nothing I ever saw coming, but it's been a fun time.
And Julie, what's it like being their parent and their coach? Because, again, they're top-level players as well as you are. Those are many different hats you're wearing.
Thank you for saying that, because I tell the kids all the time, this is too many hats, all right? But, it's good. We have to talk a lot. We've really had to sit down and have some serious conversations about, listen, if you guys want my help, I'm there for you always. If you don't want my help, I'm happy to sit back, because you say the wrong thing at the wrong time to a teenager and you're in big trouble. So it's been hard, but we've worked through a lot, and so it's been good. We've come to a lot of understanding. I just told the kids, you're going to have to grow up a little faster. You're going to have to mature faster, because it's just how it is. And you're going to have to hear things from your mom that you may not want to hear, but I'm just there to help.
Well, speaking of moms, so recently after Mother's Day, you said you really look up to KD's mom. Well, why so?
Yeah. Well, he gave his MVP speech. And the way he talked about her, I still can't watch it without crying. But the things she did, the sacrifices she made for him, and the values she instilled were just beautiful. It was inspirational. And as a mom, that's the best you can hope for to give to your kids.
Now, the Pro Pickleball Association is really growing. There's a lot of incredible athletes. Is there another athlete with kids, whether it's in the PPA or in sport in general, that inspires you to bring your best every day? Because this is, like you mentioned, it's a lot of hats to wear.
Yeah, I also really admire Patrick. I mean, Patrick Mahomes. Of course, we're from Kansas, so we love the Kansas area, so we love the Chiefs. And the way he talks about his mom, and I remember after he won, I think MVP for the first Super Bowl, he went on one of the night shows, and he actually brought his mom along, and she was sitting on the couch. They showed her sitting over there, just sitting there supporting him, encouraging him, and so I think, there's people out there who've done this. I think we should all have a support group because it's not easy. But it's the ones quietly in the background. I also just went and watched the movie with Michael Jordan and the story of how his mom helped with the whole Nike shoe. And there's a lot I could learn from some of these people for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you moms can do it all. You can do everything. I love this. When your quote says the favorite tournament to win is the one you, or your favorite tournament is the one you win, right? The mentality of a pickleball. What's that one thought process that you have going into every match?
So pickleball's exhausting. I don't think people realize the format that it's set up where you play through your entire bracket. Now they have gotten to where they put Championship Sunday on a different day, but you're literally out there playing for close to 8 hours. And that's a long time to stay mentally in it. There's different plans of attack, different strategies for each team that you're facing, and you don't get a week off to work on it. You get 15 minutes, and you don't know who you're going to face because you don't know how the bracket's going to play out. So there's constant adjustments, and it's just to learn to focus and be flexible. It's tough.
It's hard to focus, to be flexible, to balance it all. But Julie Johnson, we love watching you thrive in the PPA. Thank you so much for taking the time with us this morning on Bonjour Sports Talk. It's been a treat.
Thanks,
Thank
Julie.
you, guys.
All right.
Julie Johnson, pro pickleball player, incredible athlete, mother, coach. What can't she do? It's been a treat having her on the show. It's been a treat of a show on a Monday morning, starting the week off strong with you fellas.
Absolutely.
Mayday.
Hey, we're back here tomorrow, every day, Monday through Friday. Bonjour Sports Talk. Au revoir, friends. Thanks for watching.